Hey, lovely friends on the internet and all the places that we are talking. Hi, it's Miriam Gilbert here from the Impactfulness Lab. If we haven't met before, I help coaches and consultants land high-paying corporate clients. That's my deal. And I just wanted to hop in for a quick live here today to share something about niching. Now, I want to share something that's a bit different to the normal, well, what people normally say about niching. And I can even see, I can even see some of my students going like, what's she saying? What? Because when you hear what I'm going to say, you'd be surprised. But listen, stay with me and I will share this in just one moment. However, I quickly want to make sure that you can actually hear and see me. If you can see me and hear me, most importantly, because that seems to be my nemesis, the microphone. If you can hear me, see me, please let me know in the comments. Yeah. So let me quickly check in here that I am actually not just live, but actually can be heard, because that is so much better. So if you can hear me, can you please let me know in the comments? Oh, you can see, can hear. Fabulous. I'm really sorry. I'm streaming this with Restream, so I can't see your name. You have to give Restream permission to show me your name. It's a link in the comment, like link up in the post, or you can just tell me your name. That's fine too. Right, very quickly about niching. Now, if you know me, hello, Lindsay. Nice to see you. Fabulous. Now, if you have ever listened to me talk before, you will know that one of the things I say is that if you want high-paying corporate clients, if you want to land these, then one thing that's super important is that you are specific about your niche, right? And I know this is really hard for many people, and I know, I know that so many people think, oh, but if I niche down, if I say focus on just one industry or one particular type of company that I work with, won't I leave money on the table? Oh my gosh, that is too difficult. And which niche do I pick in the first place? Well, let me just unpick these a little bit. The first thing is pick the niche that you enjoy working with, that you have experience in, that you have networks in. All of those things would be the best. But much more important is no, you do not leave money on the table. Oh, hi, Trish. Nice to see you. By niching down, you do not leave money on the table. Seriously. In fact, I want you to write this down. That's how serious I am about this, because you do not leave money on the table if you niche down, because number one, when you niche down, when you are specific about the niche that you want to work with, then you can speak to that niche in language that they understand, which means they are so much more likely to buy from you, right? Because all corporates like to think that they're special, that they're different, that their industry is a different beast from anybody else, even if their problems, the problems they have, are exactly the same as everybody else's. But they all like to think that they are special. So give them that feeling. Seriously, why would you not? Why would you make it harder for them to say yes to you? Just give them the feeling that they are special, that you are the specialist who gets them, who understands them, and who knows them. Does that make sense? Yes? Does that make sense? Give me a little thumbs up in the comments if that makes sense. Now, that's the number one. You do not leave money on the table if you niche down. In fact, you actually get more clients. You actually have the opportunity to speak to more clients. The second reason, do you want to know the second reason why you should niche down? Yes, should we? Shall we go there, or shall I just leave it? Oh, I'm such a cow, ain't I? I'm not really that bad. I'm going to tell you. The second reason is that if you are trying to be everything to everybody, you are nothing to nobody. You know, it's a bit like when I try to go shopping. Anybody who knows me in real life knows that I'm very short. And that means shopping in most normal shops, like high street shops, is really difficult because the one size fits all, those sizes, they don't work for me. And in fact, they don't work for most people. And it's the same with your offer. If your offer is trying to be all things to all people, it's not going to work, or it's not going to get the great results that you can achieve. So that's the second reason why you need to niche down. You need to be specific. You need to take into account what's going on in your niche. You need to take into account what particular pressures they have, because different industries, for example, or different company types do have different pressures, and you need to take that into account. So second reason, do niche down, because then you can tailor your offer. And the third reason, really simple one, is that if you're trying to be everything to everybody, you are trying to reach out to so many people in one go, and it gets really overwhelming and confusing, and your messaging is all bland, and you end up feeling all blah. Who wants to feel all blah, right? So don't do that. Make it easy for yourself. If you are focusing, that's right, so important to niche down. If you're focusing on your niche, then you can establish clear plans. You know how to do the outreach, you know who you would want to reach in organizations, and everything becomes so much easier, right? Yes, we all agreed on that? Okay, so we know that we need to niche down. We also know that it's hard. And you know what? I made this mistake for a really, really long time, that I didn't want to niche down when I first started. And it held me back. I will be honest, it really held my business back. It didn't allow me to grow as I wanted to. And I also didn't learn something, and this is what I'm going to share with you now. And in fact, if you watched yesterday's video, it ties into the thing about overthinking. Right, you ready for this? Are you ready? Come on, let me know in the comments if you are ready for this. And I know there's some of my students on here, and minds might be blown, because what I'm going to say is you have to niche down, and you can have more than one niche. Yes, it is actually true, because on the one hand, you need to niche down. On the other hand, you don't need to have just the one single niche. There's a caveat to this, and I'm going to come to that caveat in one moment, but I will share to you, excellent, I will share with you that I have more than one niche in my corporate business. Yes, I do. In fact, I focus on two niches, which they have similarities in a weird way, but they're actually quite separate. And one of them is all about financial services. So financial service institutions, insurances, and also financial services firms like accountants and tax providers and tax consultants, all of those kind of people. They're my one niche. And the other niche is actually, very bizarrely, but it's actually the infrastructure construction industry. I know. And when I say infrastructure, I mean like construction, as in like buildings and particular transport constructions, big transport construction. It's a bit weird, I know. And they are very separate niches. And I have them both. And I have clients in both of them, which I love. They are amazing clients, and I enjoy working with them. And the reason why I have those niches is because of my background. I have a background in financial services. That's my training. I worked for PwC and had a lot of clients in that. And I have a background in infrastructure construction, where I helped building a tram system, and I then worked for other large infrastructure type organizations. So I have that background. Now, when I first started out, I tried to be everything to everybody, and that didn't work. So what I learned is that even though I have those two separate industries, every time I reach out and talk about it, I make sure I only focus on one of them. And that is that caveat that I wanted to share with you, that it's okay to have more than one industry. And like I said yesterday, whatever you pick, it's not a life sentence. You're allowed to change it. So it's perfectly okay. But Whenever you're trying to win clients, whenever you're trying to reach out, whenever you're trying to get more clients in and stuff like that, whenever you're having conversations, you have to really make sure you're focusing on the one that you're talking to. And there's the other caveat. If you are new to this, if you are not at the level that you want to be at yet, then do stick to the one industry, do stick to the one type of clients, do stick to your one niche until you are comfortable with that and have sufficient clients that you can actually spend the time and effort to go to others. I hope that was of help. I know it was of help, because if you apply your brain to that, I swear to you, you will see results really quickly, and it will help you with the overthinking, because now you know that it really, whatever you decide, whatever niche you pick, it doesn't have to be a life sentence. You can change it. I will see you very soon here. Leave me a comment if you watch this on the replay. Do #replay and tell me what you think of that. Speak to you